Good morning and welcome to a special segment on engineering education. Today, we have the pleasure of hosting Dr. D.T. Kulkarni, who has served as head and director of various engineering and management institutions. Dr. Kulkarni, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, madam, and Jai Hind.
Sir, with your vast experience and expertise in the field, we are excited to know your insight on the future of education, of engineering education. Can you start by sharing your vision for the scenario of engineering education for the next 5 years?
Well, engineering education is no more what we saw a decade back. The rate of change of technology, the rate of change of information is so vast that students have all the options in the world to choose. From conventional engineering branches like mechanical, electrical, electronics, civil, we treated a very long path, and today, if you just see the number of branches that are available in engineering, wow, you will get around 100 odd plus branches of engineering. So the future of engineering is definitely bright, because engineers move the world. Everything is engineering. So there's no second thought saying that engineering education is dying. No, it is not. Engineering will grow, and engineering is going to have its own place on this globe.
Absolutely, sir. So how do you see the trend of students shifting towards branches other than computer science these days?
Well, there was a time around 5-6 years back where students opted for, the computer science branches, or what we call it as the circuit branches. But yes, there was a time where mechanical and civil departments were always full. So an engineer, maybe 2 decades back, meant a mechanical engineer and a civil engineer or an electrical engineer. All the other branches are offshoots, and they've come up just around 10-15 years back. If you go to the net and see the scenario of computer science, sometimes it looks scary, but it is not. It is not. The only thing is that there's a lot of supply of computer science engineers, and the demand is going to reduce. And in the coming maybe 4 or 5 years, I personally feel that the demand will remain, and the supply of computer science engineers in the market will be huge, because every college has increased their intake, and this is going to impact the job market. More so, friends, let's take it this way. In a village, if all the farmers, they grow only and only tomatoes, what will happen? The rate of the tomato is going to fall down. People who are going to buy these tomatoes are going to be very choosy. They are going to ask or bargain for the rate, and they are going to choose the best tomatoes. This is what is going to happen in computer science engineering. The companies that are going to recruit computer science engineers are going to recruit the best. So there was a time when even an average student in computer science was invited and he could join multinational companies. Today, the scenario has changed. Companies are putting cutoffs. SSLC 70%, this is just an example. SSLC 70%, PUC2 70%, engineering CGPA should be 7.5 or 8 plus. Now let's put it this way, madam. If a student has not done very well in 10th and 12th, would he be eligible to get into a good multinational is a big question.
Right.
So it is not that computer science will not have demand. It will have demand, but the market is going to be very, very choosy, and that's it.
So if I understand it right, computer science and AI, are they hand in hand?
Well, they are two pockets of the same trouser. And to be very honest, AI is going to be something that people have to look forward in the next decade. The technical education scenario is changing rapidly. We have been talking about this in various conferences, various meetings, about the impact of AI on the industry, around the globe, and more so in education. Yes, AI, as told by many people across the globe, is likely to change the recruitment scenario or the job scenario to some extent. Yes, where AI may replace a few people or a few job portals or a few job descriptions. But if a person is going to equip himself with the tools of AI, I don't see any reason why the job market is going to go down. There was a time when people said that if the banks are going to be computerized, the people are going to lose jobs. Question mark. Today, let me ask you, have you seen a drop in banking jobs after computerization came in? It didn't.
It did.
The only scenario change that the people who are doing the conventional ledgers had to learn a little bit of computers and do everything in a digital format.
Okay.
That's the only difference. And believe me, madam, job market is good. It is we who have to change.
Right.
It is students who have to adopt the latest technology and then move ahead in the market.
Can you just put up a few more points on, if I ask you, how can institutions prepare students for this AI-driven world?
Well, let me put it like this, madam. AI was heard in the market maybe 5-6 years back, and it became a very common nomenclature across education institutes and across industries. Today, if you see some advertisements, we'll get to know that there are restaurants where there are robots who are serving. We have got autonomous vehicles. All these things are AI based. People have started using AI for the benefit, making designs, making logos, drafting letters, and slowly AI is going to do a lot of work for human beings. What we require to know is how to prompt, how to use AI for your own benefit and for the benefit of the organization. So AI is mandatory. It is necessary. It will come. And is not, I cannot consider it as a separate unit. AI is something that can be implemented in every branch of engineering. जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि जो हम लोग तेल डालते हैं, we saute, okay, our vegetables, so that oil and the onion and the mustard seed, this is must for every vegetable, right? You put paneer, it becomes a paneer vegetable.
Right.
You put egg and it becomes an egg vegetable. Okay, so it is वो तड़का है जो सभी में चलेगा, सभी में रहेगा. So henceforth, AI will be implementable in every aspect of education, be it engineering, medical, commerce, dental, pharmacy, agriculture. You will find an element of AI there.
I'm just pulling you a little towards the parents' view or overviewed question. Affordability is a significant concern for many students and parents these days. So, a parent's perspective, is engineering affordable and accessible?
Yeah, you asked a wonderful question. Engineering is definitely affordable. I remember when we did our engineering, there's nothing called as a great donation. The fees that we paid were nominal fees because the institutes used to just charge what they felt they could sustain with engineering or engineering education. Let me ask you one question, madam. When we go to the education scenario in the market, do you see a lot of training institutes which put up their shops saying training in full stack computer science,
Yes.
training in C++, training in Java, right?
Yes.
Don't you think these are subjects that we teach in engineering?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Isn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
Right. That means we teach these subjects in engineering, and these subjects are also available in the open market by paying a nominal fee of 5, 6, 8 or 10,000 rupees maybe. Now I'm going to put a question straight away to you. If you want to get into computer science and you're paying a fee of 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs or more, where is the return on investment? Do you really want to do a computer science engineering degree because you want to be called a software engineer? Question mark. I was into the placement for a long time and I know the placement scenario. Companies, some of the companies are not at all bothered about what your degree is. They are really bothered about what you can give them. If you are only a diploma holder, if you are, or maybe if you are only a BCA, but you have got skills in full stack development, or you have skills in Java, you will definitely be picked up. So what I mean to say is, computer science is there in the engineering colleges and it is there in the open market as well. At the same time, you will never ever see training institutes which will tell you training in hydraulics.
Right. Correct.
Okay? Training in thermodynamics.
Yes.
Training in material science, training in foundry, training in shell casting, training in CNC programming.
This is a workshop driven.
It is a skill driven, workshop driven investment. You have to put in time. You require trainers here. You require to soil your hands. You require to work.
Yes.
That is why engineering college is necessary for these branches like mechanical and civil engineering.
Right.
In fact, robotics is something that is picking up in the market.
Correct.
For robotics, you will not find private shops setting up their shops to teach you robotics.
True.
Because the investment is very high. To learn robotics, you have to fall back on an engineering college because technology exists there. So that is the difference.
So, sir, with this kind of insight that you have given us, so what is that one advice that you would like to give our students who are starting up with their engineering journey now?
All right. All the students have got a lot of dream. I don't know how many of you have ever been to an engineering college before you took admission to engineering college. Because 4 years of your work in an engineering college is going to carve the path of 40 years of your life. Please look at the financial viability. It's very, very important. The syllabus of an engineering college is more or less same across universities. Then you have to think about the financial viability. Am I stressing my mother and father to pay so much fee where your payback period would be very high? You start earning and 10 years down your life, you sit paying it back. There are institutes where the fees are nominal. Would you like to opt for those colleges, work hard and prove yourself? Or you'd want to opt those colleges which demand a very hefty fee? How many people have been placed in a particular institute? Friends, today the university has started something called a central placement cell, where every college student can apply for a job. Maybe it is tier 1 city, tier 2 or tier 3 city. And I also have an input that the companies, the MNCs, do prefer people from tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well, because they stay with the job for a long time. Not that everybody does so, but yes, people from tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities are hard workers. They are also good, and companies have realized that we should reach out to tier 2 and tier 3 cities for recruitment. The scenario has changed. There were companies that used to visit colleges. Today, the aptitude test happens online. Even technical interviews happen online. And once a few students are selected, probably the companies come and do the HR interviews and give the offers. So why think about metropolitan cities, friends? Let me cut the ice here. Why think of metropolitan cities? What is there that is not there in tier 2 cities? There's traffic jam there. There's no traffic jam here. There's pollution there. There's no pollution here. The cost of living is high there. Cost of living is low here. Why don't you study in your own city or maybe around tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3 cities? A student who passes out from a tier 1 city gets a job offer of maybe 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs per annum, and a student of tier 2 and tier 3 city also gets the same offer. So, as an economist, you have to decide. Your parents have to decide. अगर मैं इतना पैसा डाल रहा हूं, तो इसका मुबदला मेरे को मिलेगा क्या? What am I going to get when I invest so much of money in the child's education? Are there other options? If your child wants to do well, he can do well anywhere. हम लोग बैठ के, we give a lot of sermons saying that such and such person sat below the night lamp and he studied and he became a scientist. Such and such person comes from a village and he has become a great scientist. Let this not remain as a story. Let this become a reality. Choose your place of education. Choose the college. See what you are investing. See the culture. If an institute is ready to give you Shiksha, Sanskriti and Samskara, that is an institute. Educational institute focus should be education and only education. Other than education, if you are thinking too much about culturals, too much about sports, people don't come to engineering college for sports. They don't come here for culturals. That is not going to add any value for your profile. But if you are going to do some 2 or 3 online courses, you are going to do workshops, you are going to visit industries, you are going to listen to experts who come to your institute and talk to you, you get the exposure. That is engineering. So I think it's high time that parents think about where they want to put their children, think about economics, and yes, think about safety, security of their child.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So beautifully you have placed the advice for the students. Thank you so much. And yes, thank you for joining us today. It was a pleasure being with you and hearing you. Thank you so much for being with us. And to our audience, thank you and keep watching. We'll be getting more exciting content soon. Until then, bye, take care, and keep watching.
Jai Hind.